really gonna hear it. But a lot of studying. Other than that, a lot of just writing. Like my notes on my iPhone are like, whether
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah.
couple lines here and there. Like whenever something comes, I'll write it down, voice memos. So my process isn't necessarily like I gotta make sure I'm knocking out 5 songs a day. That's what I do. That's not really my thing. My thing is more I'm just like engaging with music throughout the day,
Mm.
and just engaging with the space. And whenever that inspiration hits, when I feel like whether it's like I get a couple lines or I hear a beat or something that I like, I'll sit down right there and probably knock something out in a couple minutes. But majority of times it's like day to day, just engaging, just studying. Um, yeah, just really trying to experiment. I'm in the experimenting phase right now for sure, where I'm just trying to try different things, different like techniques, different flows,
Yeah.
and doing a lot of that. So yeah,
I'm always interested to find out the process and how someone's schedule looks as they're like pursuing their dream because,
yeah,
I think that's very helpful to a lot of people. Some people work very well with like regimented schedules.
yeah,
6
yeah.
a.m. alone time, 7 a.m. breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
8 a.m. studio to 8 p.m. You know what I mean? Whatever it
Yeah,
is. It's like
yeah.
people work well with that. And when I started doing what I'm doing now, working for myself and doing, Devo apparel and Devo motivation, and inspired conversations, and then like I was telling you, apparently doing interview tours. I don't know, but
Yeah,
regardless, as
yeah.
I'm like out here trying to like connect with people and spread this message, I was thinking I had to have that six this, seven this, eight this, nine this,
Mm-hmm.
because I came from that world, right?
Yeah,
So now
yeah.
that I'm doing this, it's like I got to do that, and I am finding that it's just better for me to be free and
Mm-hmm.
creative
That's interesting.
and just much like what you were talking about, where it's
Yeah.
like I wake up, I get my mind right, and once my mind's right, let's just engage with all of this, and something's
Mm-hmm.
gonna pop off, something's
Right.
gonna happen,
Yeah.
something's gonna, I'm gonna write 4 speeches today because I was
Mm-hmm.
doing this one thing. You know what I mean? And then,
Yeah.
so if I'm just constantly doing the same things every day and not so much for an hour here, an hour there,
Mm-hmm.
it feels like more gets accomplished.
Yeah, and that's interesting you said that too, because even like the whole idea of setting a schedule is something that's become very prevalent in my life, like recently too. And so for me, right now with my schedule, my mornings are kind of more open.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, getting my quiet time in, but also another aspect in my mornings has been like social media stuff, because social media is just like huge right now as far as doing music specifically. But I feel like anything you're doing, anything that you're doing that has like a brand associated to it,
Mm-hmm.
social media is big. And so
Yeah.
like whether it's like in the morning creating like TikToks for some of the recent songs and stuff I have out, or like creating like my little IG posts and stuff, I try to do that, get that out the way in the morning so I can post it later, just to kind of set myself up for the day. And then like normally second half of the day, like I said, is more just kind of free range. Like if I'm going somewhere, listening to music, or just inspiration hits from something I see outside, I'll jot it down and kind of work like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that because I think that it's like you said. For one, social media is huge right now. Like
Yeah,
whatever you're doing, whether I mean,
yeah.
it's crazy that like if you're passionate about me, like I have a Monopoly board in my office, so I'm looking at that Monopoly board hanging on the wall. Like if you're interested in Monopoly, you can start a podcast about Monopoly. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
crazy to me that
yeah,
that is, and you can make money off of it. Like
yeah.
that's crazy that you could be
It's like
like
the more, yeah, like the
the
more
Monopoly
niche something
podcast.
is,
Like,
the better for now. Yeah,
yeah, it's crazy to me. But with that, like, I think that's helpful as we talk about just the openness of the schedule. Because I'm the same way. Like, I have like this free range, but I also have certain things. Like, I know I'm going to post at this time. I know I'm going to, you know what I
mm-hmm.
mean? Because it's better for the algorithm, or, I
All
get
that
better
stuff. Yeah,
response. Like, that kind of stuff. I know I'm going to do YouTube videos every day because I'm really trying to just blow that up. So I'm going to make the algorithm notice me. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm just going to
yeah,
like flood the market. Like those different things. Like I know when I'm going to hit win, but at the same time, I'm more creative if I'm just out there. If I'm
yeah,
just like flowing.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's
yeah. I
interesting.
find that too. Just like not putting that. Of course, you got to be intentional, but not putting that extra pressure on yourself to like,
Yeah.
if I don't hit this certain mark today, I'm not doing my job as an artist. I feel like
Yeah.
that just puts a lot of unnecessary pressure on you.
It
So
does. It does. 'Cause and think that there were moments where I was just like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not working. I'm not working. It's like, but you are. You know what I mean? Like I loved when you said like I study music.
Yeah.
Some people right now, if they're doing that, they might just be like, dude, when am I ever gonna like actually get this going? Because all I'm doing is listen to music, and it's like, you should. You know what I mean?
Now.
Study
You're
your craft.
working right now.
Exactly, exactly. So I think it's helpful for us to know, like, yeah, put the work in, but also take the pressure off to know that like every aspect of it's making you better at your craft.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And
That's
there's so many
huge.
aspects to like different whatever you're doing. There's so many different aspects and avenues to kind of become just efficient in. Like for me,